Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can probably tell, I do not have any contour, highlight, even concealer on. I just have foundation. So today I'm going to be showing you how to contour and highlight using both cream and powder products. So if you do want to learn how to contour and highlight, please keep on watching, and before you leave, please subscribe to my channel. For now, enjoy. So the first step is I'm going to highlight. So I'm going to use concealer for that. The concealer that I'm going to be using is my trusty Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the shade Fair. So I'm going to be taking that under my eyes, kind of on the high points of my face. So you want to highlight, like I said, on the high points of your face. So your chin, bridge of your nose, under your eyes, and your forehead as well. And sometimes I like to highlight underneath my contour to sharpen it and make it pop a little bit more too. So I'm just going to take that, and you don't need a lot of this product either. A little goes a long way, so I'm just going to take it in a triangular form. I do this because the triangular form really highlights the whole eye area versus just making little dots and just highlighting the underneath area. This will bring it up and kind of just accentuate everything a little bit more, brighten you up. Doing the same thing on the other eye before I blend everything out. Alright, so now that I have my little triangles, I'm going to just take my damp beauty blender and start blending that out. Okay, so now I'm going to take that same concealer and highlight the rest of my face. So I do a little on my chin, I do a little here as well. Just have to dip back in. I'm running out of this concealer and it's definitely my favorite, so I have to get a new one. Right down the bridge of my nose. Okay, so now I'm going to blend that out again with my beauty blender. And I find this product does kind of dry quickly, so you want to work with it kind of as soon as you can. But this concealer is really full coverage, it's really creamy, I just really like it. Okay, so now that I am pretty much all concealed and highlighted, I am going to take a cream contour now, and I'm going to take that on this Chanel foundation brush. So I'm going to be using my, also from Tarte, my Tarteist Pro Glow, and I'm going to take that cream contour shade right down here. And with this, again, you don't need a ton. So I'm going to take that, and the areas you want to contour are basically like your cheekbones. You can contour the bridge of your nose, you can contour your lips, your forehead, wherever you really want to bring in and wherever the sun kind of naturally hits as well. So a trick for knowing where to contour your cheeks is kind of make a fish face, so like that. And you follow that line. And you don't have to bring it all the way down. I don't. So, or you can go like this too. So I bring it down about that far. And then I am going to blend it up. So you always want to blend your contour up because you want that line that you created to stay nice and harsh. And I'm going to blend this out with my beauty blender again. I like to do kind of one side at a time when I'm doing this because I don't want anything to kind of set in place before I can blend it out, if that makes sense. Alright, so see the difference? So now I'm just going to repeat that to the other side. And I didn't add any more product because I did pick up a lot to begin with. need more, I can go back in, but it's easier to build up than to take down product, especially with a dark product. You don't want to add too much and not be able to blend it out properly. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit more to that side. And like I said, always blend up with contour. Okay, so now I'm just going to take that kind of around the perimeter of my face as well. So I am going to kind of contour my forehead. You don't have to necessarily contour your forehead. If you feel like your forehead is too big or whatever it is, this will just kind of help to slim it down a little bit, and to just kind of warm it up also. So I literally am just bringing that around the perimeter of my face, and then I'll worry about blending it out afterwards. Almost like blending as I'm going also with the brush. Okay, and now I'm going to further blend that out again with my Beauty Blender. Carefully avoiding my eyebrows. If you guys have seen some of my videos, you know, like I always do my brows after my face is done, so it's a little different right now doing them before it's done. Okay, so now that I like how everything looks with the cream, now I am going to set my whole face with translucent powder. So translucent powder is going to just mattify everything, keep everything in place, sharpen up a little bit, prevent anything from creasing, like especially your under eyes. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to also set with my Beauty Blender because sponges just tend to make products kind of go into the skin a little bit nicer, and sit a little bit smoother. So with this you won't really be able to tell that you have a lot of powder on. So today I'm going to be using my Cover FX light translucent powder. I know they do have a deeper shade as well, so that works out. And this powder is really nice. It isn't too matte, so it's not too drying. Like my skin is a little bit drier, so I have to be careful with how much powder I use because it can kind of suck the moisture out, but this one is not drying at all. So I'm first gonna set my chin. Basically, I'm gonna be setting all of the areas that I highlighted. And I'm kind of avoiding the areas I contoured just because I'm going to be using a bronzer, like a matte contour and powder bronzer, everything like that afterwards, so it's going to kind of set the cream in place, so I don't want to add too many powders to my makeup right now. Alright, so then before I set underneath my eyes, I'm going to go back in with my Beauty Blender and blend out any creases. Because if you're just putting powder over creases, you will be just setting those creases in place, and obviously you do not want that. So now I'm just going to take that powder right underneath my eyes. And repeat it to the other side. Okay, and I'm just going to set everything else in place. Okay, so now that my face is all set, now I am going to powder contour. So I normally wouldn't cream and powder contour, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to, obviously. But normally I would just use powder contour. I like using cream and powder together when I'm like going out or when I'm gonna be wearing my makeup for a really long time, because since there's kind of two layers on there, if one fades, there's still gonna be one there, and it just makes it a little bit more sharp, a little bit more defined, everything like that. So now I'm going to be taking my Marc Jacobs contour kit, and this is the number 40 Mirage filter. Looks like that. So I'm going to be taking this cute little fishy brush. It's from 2C Cosmetics. This is like a newer brand, but I am going to be trying it out today for the first time for contouring. Normally for contouring I would use this brush, which is from the Benefit, their blushes and bronzers. I actually really love these brushes for contouring because since they're flat you can really chisel out your cheekbones with it. But this one, essentially same vibes, so I'm just going to try it out. And I'm just going to dip it into that contour. Nice, nice. This brush is like super soft. Creates a really sharp line. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with this Morphe brush. Again, this one doesn't have a name or anything. And what I like to do with this is take my contour and bring it like up a little bit. So kind of blend it out before I do like bronzer or blush or anything, to just kind of tie everything together. Gonna repeat to the other side, and I just kind of go back and forth with it, circular motions, just kind of buff it out. Alright, and then I'm gonna take this up onto my temples as well. And on my forehead. So not only is this setting the cream in place, it's emphasizing it a little bit more as well, so it's just gonna deepen up your contour and make it look extra defined. And I just like to make sure everything is like really nicely blended here. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm also going to be taking this yellow shade from the Marc Jacobs Contour Kit on this same Morphe brush, and I'm going underneath my contour with it to sharpen it up. And this really helps to brighten as well. Yellow kind of just helps to brighten like sallow skin or anything, so if you have darkness under your eyes, you can put this under your eyes and it will be a lot brighter as well. Today I'm not going to, just because I don't really have any dark issues under my eyes, so we're gonna leave it at that. And now the next step is to apply bronzer. So I'm going to be using Hoola from this Benefit Cheek Parade palette. And I'm going to be taking that on my Sephora Collection 55 brush. Yeah, my 55 brush. So, looks like that. So you don't need like a lot. Usually, I'll just kind of tap the brush in once because Hoola is actually pretty pigmented. And then I will just bring this kind of up and around my temples. Sometimes I'll take it like up on my forehead, but I'm not sure if I will today or not. So you don't want to really contour with bronzers because they're a little bit warmer, so you want to contour with shades that are more cooler toned because those will create natural shadow-like effects on your cheeks and on your face versus being too warm and just looking bronzy and not really accentuating or bringing out any structure. So I'm just kind of bringing that bronzer around. Just bronze up my forehead just a little. Okay, so that's how this looks so far. So the next step is my favorite step, and it is the like shimmer highlight step. So I'm going to be taking this MAC Soft and Gentle highlight, which you guys know is my favorite, on this Sigma tapered highlight brush. So it looks like that. I'm going to be just taking that, and I'm going to be using a couple different highlights today, but this one I will put on first. So with highlighting, you want to go right like on your cheekbones, so just like this on the high points, just like with the powder, like matte highlight that we did with the concealer. You want to bring it on the high points. So I'm going to repeat that to the other side. And I like to bring it kind of in a C shape around my temples, just so there's not like a harsh line or anything. So looks like that. And then, like I said, the high points. So I'm gonna go in with it on my chin, on the tip of my nose, on the bridge of my nose, and I like to bring it in the center right here as well. And then right kind of above my brows. So now it should look like that. So since I really like an intense highlight, I'm going to go in with my Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Cocoa Bling. And I'm going to be taking that on the same Sigma brush and just kind of going right on top of that MAC highlight, just because I want it to stand out just a little bit more. So this highlight's like pretty intense, but obviously that's what I'm going for, so I love it. And I'm just putting that right over top, so you can see that. Alright, and then I'm just gonna take it over everywhere else that I highlighted. And you don't necessarily have to highlight with a shimmery highlight, glitter highlight, whatever you want to call it. I just like to because it just gives your skin a nice glow, but if you are more oily and don't want to highlight, or if you have a lot of texture and are afraid of emphasizing it, you can skip this step and just stick with the either powder highlight, like a matte highlight, or just stick with concealing to brighten, anything like that. It's whatever you're most comfortable with. So that's pretty much what I do, and now just because I'll apply a blush just to tie everything in together, and I'm going to be using California from the same Benefit palette, and I'm going to take that with my Sephora brush as well. So I'm just going to swirl it in there. And this is a really pretty like peachy blush, so I'm just using it to brighten it up a little bit. Be on the other side. And then this also helps to kind of blend in the highlight and blend like everything together. Okay. So now we are pretty much done. Contouring and highlighting has become so easy for me, like second nature. I do it every day, and I hope it will become that way for you too after seeing this tutorial. It's really easy once you practice and get down like the structure of your face and where contour is supposed to go. Like I said, it really helps to kind of make a fishy face almost, or to like go like that, to like really tighten up your skin so that you can really see your bone structure and where your natural contours are supposed to be. And the fishy face method does the same thing too. Like, as you can see, it creates hollows in your cheeks, and that's exactly where you want to place your contour. And then for highlight, just think of the center of your face. So you want the center to be bright and to stand out, and then you want the perimeters to be like more sunken in. So just try to think of it that way, but it is really easy once you get the hang of it, so I hope you guys thought so as well. So if you guys did like this tutorial, please give it a big thumbs up before you leave, and please subscribe to my channel as well. And if you have any questions, comments, whatever it is, you can always leave them down below. And if you want to see me elsewhere, you can follow me on my social medias, which I always leave in the description box below. So for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!